Morning, fellas. It's what, 9:40, 9:35. We're at 84 in the garage. They're saying this weekend's going to be triple digits. So I'll give you a walk around the Malibu. Oh. So that's it. Next week it goes in and gets its windows tinted. It's going to be dark, and that's about it. Wife's at work. Everybody went to work. The granddaughters went to ballet class, and my son's at work. So I'm on this fender well today, and just cleaning up the frame and cleaning everything up. And getting the fender well mounted to the fender. And my son gets home, he's going to help me put the fender on. Hopefully we won't tear up the paint too much, and the right side of the car will be done. So that's what I got. Nothing more than that. So I'm not going to bore you and jabber on with everything else. That's about it. So when I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Hey, fellas. The wife is home. That's her white Equinox. It's actually a white pearl. I don't know if you can tell it. But yeah, this thing had 3 miles on it when we drove it off the lot yesterday. But it was her turn for a new car, so she's happy. That's all that matters. Happy wife, happy life. Just chased all the threads. We got the tap and die set out, and just chased all the threads, all these along here. I'm going to clean up the inside in here, clean the outside up. Inside's going to get a coat of bed liner. I'm going to pull all the staples out. It's going to get a coat of bed liner, and the outside is going to get a coat of, I think I got some Eastwood chassis black left. See, old guy. Blind. I keep that in there just so I can read what tap and what die it is. So, but yeah, that's what it's. So the inside here is going to get a truck bed liner. Outside we'll get. I painted these once, chassis black, but they'll get cleaned up and painted again. And then one last time I will chase the threads because of the paint, and that'll be it. We'll mount it on the fender, which is there, and then we'll install the fender on the car. And so that'll be it. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Hey, fellas. That's Duplicolor truck bed coating. That's what I use on the inside of the fender well. It's still drying. And I thought I had some Eastwood chassis black still in the rattle can, and I don't. So I'll probably just go to Home Depot or Lowe's or one of those places, and the back is all cleaned up, and get some of their maybe some gloss black, Rust-Oleum or something like that. But the inside's done, and all the staples have been pulled. So if anybody reaching their hand in, ain't going to get all tore up by staples. And so, yeah. So that's where we're at. And when I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later. Hey, fellas. I found some, what was it? Krylon Industrial Rust Tough Rust Preventative Enamel rattle can. Works for me. So this one's done. We'll let it sit here and dry for a while. Then once it's all dry, we'll bring the Camaro back in, jack it up, take the front tire off, start cleaning that subframe and the A-frames and everything around it, and get ready to mate the right fender with the wheel well, and get ready to put that on. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Hey fellas, the fender well's still drying. It's dry to the touch, but you can feel it's still a little tacky. Got the impact out, and the car is up on jack stands, and we're going to take the right front tire off, and we're going to clean this all up, all in here. We're going to loosen these up a little so they flop around, so when we get ready to put the fender on, that we don't have an issue with that being fixed, with this inner fender brace being fixed. Before I make that rash decision, I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to get to it, and I should be able to. It's going to be a reach, but we should be able to get to it. So next is taking off the tire and start cleaning. I ain't going to take video of that, so last thing you guys want to do is watch video of me cleaning up the A-frames that I decided to get all dirty. So when I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Morning, fellas. It's Sunday, and we're about 84. It's definitely a John Kerry date today. We're going to be hot too. I got the frame and A-frame and everything all cleaned up last night. Worked on it. One thing I did forget is the bolts here for the caliper. I forgot to safety wire them, so I had to run to Harbor Freight last night and get some safety wire and some safety wire pliers. And I looked on the driver's side and realized I haven't done those either. So we'll have to take care of those when we get ready to do the driver's side. But this is all cleaned up, ready to go. And we will, the fender well is dry. I love the finish of the truck bed coating or lining or whatever you want to call it. Came out nice. So did the finish on the other side. So we'll get these together. I got the bolts all together, and I chased all the threads on them last night. So we'll get this together and see if we get it on the car today. When I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later. Hey fellas, well, I got the inner fender well loosely bolted in to the fender. And loosen this bracket. So as soon as my son gets back, we'll be popping that on. So just a quick update, show you where I'm at. Later. Hey fellas, the fender's going on. It's going to be a while to align it and get it all towards lines back up again and everything. And so I'll be working on that here for a while. But yeah, it's there. Tidbit of information, and I found this out from, I did this, the last car I did was a 66 Chevelle, but also go out and get yourself a master body kit. And what it is the nuts and bolts for the car, like the headlamp bezels. They all come marked. Everything comes marked. And it's the complete bolts for bolting on everything. You know, like here the bumper. They give you the chrome bolts and everything. To me, it's easier than your old hardware. And plus you chase all the threads. Chase all these threads. And the car goes back together a lot easier with the new hardware and the threads chased. So that's it for today. We'll probably pick this up next week. Hopefully the emergency brake kit will come in, and I should have that back in, the right fender lined up and bolted down, and we'll start on the left side then. Later guys, have a good weekend.